Hello and welcome back. I am Arumba. Thank you for joining me. Let's play more Rocket per Patron in Factorio. We're at 1,031 patrons now. So we have 1,031 more rockets to go. Great. Good stuff. All right. I'm making what I like to call decision executive as it relates to, what do you call him? He's a cool dude. Eddie Izzard. He's an executive transvestite. He's a comedian. He's funny. But anyway, this is an executive decision. Here's what I'm going to do. I said at the beginning of this campaign I was going to record every single minute of it, but there's just so much with the petrochem that it's, I think, dragging a little bit. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to allow myself to like look around, poke about for up to maybe 5 to 10 minutes between episodes. If I end up going too far, I'm going to roll back to the save. But I'm going to poke about and just get an idea before each episode of like, what is it that I freaking need to do? So that every episode contains content that is actually me building stuff and not just being like, this is crazy, look at all these fluids. So what I did is I did what I said, and I went through and I've got a game plan for this episode. These are the things I want to work on. There is a recipe available for us now. Also, I'm going to pause research whenever I am doing those 5-minute look-arounds. So nothing will hopefully get researched unless it's actually being recorded. Except for the ones that were already just recently done, by the way. Plastic 2, resin 2, slag processing 2. I didn't do it last time. And we're out of power because reasons. So anyway, we need more plastic, right? How are we going to get more plastic? Well, it's pretty simple. What we're going to do is we're going to go down here and we're going to do some ethylene into polyethylene into blue metal catalyst, which is going to require cobaltite and the titanium ore. And by doing all this stuff, we're going to end up with not that one. Which one was it? This one. Ingredient in plastic bar, polyethylene gas. If we can make polyethylene gas, then we can have the second recipe of plastic bars, where we can then take our naphtha, mix it with the polyethylene, and we get 2 plastic bars per 2 naphtha. Compare that to plastic bars from propene, which was 4 propene gives 1 plastic bar. And there was a recipe to convert propene into plastic. We had to make propane. Sorry, I don't know what to call it. I've already forgotten now. At one point, the original time we were doing the production of plastic, we were doing this thing, right? We were taking the naphtha with red metal catalyst, and we were taking, yeah, here it is right here. 10 naphtha was making 10 propene. And then that 10 propene was getting converted at a ratio of 4 propene to 1 plastic. So effectively, we were getting 2.5 plastic per 10 naphtha. And this new recipe, while it's going to require this polyethylene, is going to give us 1 plastic per 1 naphtha. So it's a huge increase, 400% increase in plastic generation, which is going to be great because that is like one of the primary shortages. Plastic is what's driving batteries. Plastic is what is driving circuitry, so that's what we're going to do. To do that, though, getting the actual polyethylene gas is quite easy. All we have to do is just make ethylene, which is going to be done in steam cracking of ethane. So we'll do that first. The tricky part is going to be making these blue metal catalysts, which require... See, this thing doesn't really give me everything I want. What is it used for? It's useful, but like I don't know. There's just something about it that's just not helping me to understand exactly what I'm trying to do. It's close to what I'm expecting, but not quite perfect. So let's just search for like catalyst. It's this thing. So the blue metal catalyst requires, and this is why I want those 5 minutes between episodes to like figure out like, okay, since what is it used for is not giving me the exact information I'm looking for, I need to like take time to navigate all these interfaces to find the damn components and then put them in the sidebar so I know what to work on. So to do the blue metal catalysts, we need rutile and cobaltite. To make rutile and cobaltite, that's why I've got them pinned. I'm going to have to go and do cobalt oxide. I'm going to have to do titanium plate, which is not going to be too complicated, I think. It's going to be some form of slightly more advanced smashing of bits, basically. We're going to crush the rocks up better. And it's going to make stuff. So anyway, up here we've got residual gas, methanol gas, we've got butane, ethane, and methane. We need to take our ethane gas and do this step. We're going to make ethylene gas out of the ethane gas, and that's going to be done via steam cracking ethane, ethylene gas, and residual gas. So we need steam crackers. go to Petrochem Refining, and we will go to our steam crackers Mark II. Let's get... oh, I don't even know. Let's do this. Let's wire up these chests. And by chests, of course, I mean storage tanks. And honestly, I'm just going to wire, I think, all of them together. I'm not planning on sending any signals here. I just want to be able to get an appraisal of, like, how our fluids are looking. So we'll wire up all the individual storage tanks first. Those are all connected. And then we'll use the bottom row of electrical poles. As our connection point to sync up all the fluid informations. I think that is methane. Now the symbols don't help me too much. Damn it. Oh well. And these ones, can they reach? They can. So that should give us all of the fluid dynamic, or the fluid information, except for these. The raw. Which, honestly, if we're wiring it up, we might as well wire up all the fluids. So there's all of our fluid stuffs. We got 48 of that one. Yeah, I don't know. This may end up proving to be not very useful, but yeah, I guess we could use red to get like a summary of the entire thing, and then maybe I could use like green to get local. So maybe I can organize it a little bit better. Like, I'm a little concerned about the acid gas getting almost full. Make 20 more storage tanks and just put them where we need them. But anyway, the episode goal. We're making ethane into ethylene. Which I've apparently closed one of my indicators, the cobaltite. Crap. Well, F. That's a habit that I have as well. I sometimes exit instead of pinning. Anyway, ethylene gas. Steam crackers. I made some steam crackers. These are steam crackers. These guys were making the methane. It'd be so cool if I could actually, at one point there was a mod that I tried out called, like a recipe combinator. It allowed you to change recipes, but it didn't work on every entity. It only worked on assembling machines, which kind of sucked. It was like an assembly machine crafting combinator. I wanted a combinator I could use to like dynamically change the recipe of any machine, so that I could make it like these steam crackers, for example, instead of making just methanol, they could be like reprogrammed. Like I could say, you know, if this supply is this, then disconnect. And we could use some complicated circuitry to like force the pumps, turn on some pumps to clear the pipes. Once the pipes are empty, then, you know, we could do like a combinator to count for a while to guarantee the pipes get empty. And then we could pump new stuff in and then change the recipe. But all that's way too complicated and the game hates me. So let's upgrade these steam crackers. And then let's make a couple more. They are significantly more efficient, right? Yeah, 50% more crafting speed for only, not even like, a little tiny bit over 10% more energy consumption. It's great. I don't even think I need this many to run it, but we'll put a little bit of a gap between this area and the next to kind of give ourselves a visual indicator. Let's go at least... 1 unit over. And you are going to make for me the steam cracking ethane. I want, I think, just 2 of these going on this job. Might not be a bad idea to use bigger electrical poles to run the wires around. Be less work for me. Okay, so we're going to take our ethane in, which was not the butane, but the ethane. Since we're going to consume that resource, I don't really worry too much about running out of storage space, but we do need more acid gas storage. I'm sure we'll end up using that at some point. Okay, let's see. Oh, that's gonna be that's gonna be wrong. Okay, so we should match up the water with the previous setup though, because that will be useful. Looks like water is the shortfall on this. So more purified water needs to get made or delivered. This is a pretty high priority process up here, so let's bump that up a bit. Still don't have very many robots. 250 logistic, 104 construction. So it looks like right now, pretty much all of the robots that are being made are going towards logistics based on the current factory's needs. How do we want to get the ethane up there in a way that makes some sort of reasonable sense? I think I will not go all the way into the first tile away because that's kind of being used in another system. Let's instead go to here. So we'll do... these can be direct pipe though. So 4 out. And then we'll do underground. And we're going to connect in down here. There's our ethane gas hookup and our water hookup. We end up with some residual gas. Residual gas is the same as this, so we can merge these lines. And then, I suppose I probably didn't have to go 4 out because of that thing there. I could have used 3. So I think I will. And then on this side, we'll also do 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And we'll get some of this stuff being stored. And we're on a red wire pretty quickly, huh? Okay, I think we just do a direct connection then. So there's our ethylene. Next then, we've done the ethylene gas. Let's get rid of that one. I think we are done with that. Next is the polyethylene gas, which is going to be this catalytic synthesis polyethylene. Which recipe or what machine that's done in, I really don't know. I think it's this one here. It shows some sort of an angel machine and then regular chemical. It's probably the advanced refineries, which we've done the math on a couple times in the last few episodes. So I think we can just safely say that vanilla chemical plants are going to be more efficient. Of course, I have none steel. I am within the logistic network, so if there were enough logistic robots, we would be getting supplied right now. If I had to prioritize one research over another, what would I want right now? We have the ability to do quite a few of the different types. It'll just take a long time right now. Worker robot cargo size or worker robot speed. Worker robot speed. Let's get that one first. Got my lights. Okay, so, right, ethylene. These are the steam crackers, these are the advanced chemical plants, and we've made a couple of regular chemical plants. We're trying to do this catalytic synthesis of polyethylene. Now, our options are, we could create the blue metal catalysts and have them brought in, or we could barrel up the polyethylene and then have the polyethylene... Sorry, the ethylene gas taken to wherever blue metal catalysts are made. I think that the resource consumption will be lower if we just bring the blue metal catalysts here. So we'll make this stuff here. I'm definitely getting prodded at with these damn biters. It's a bit of a concern, I'll admit. We are outside the resource, or the grid, though. I have to go down there. I'm sure that it's just an issue where the ammo is out. And so the biters are able to actually do some damage to the turrets that are just sitting there without any ammo. That's my guess. Gotta be a car around here somewhere, huh? You know what I want to do at some point? I think that there was at some point, at least for the vanilla version of turrets, there was a requester turret where you could actually set a requester and robots would bring bullets directly to the turret instead of having to do a chest. It'd be cool if I could have the perimeter defended with turrets that requested stuff, but I don't think that's going to work with Bob's. Let's grab our ammo. Let's look for a car. Got one there, one down there. I have none in my inventory, though. That's my gun car anyway. I don't have any spare turrets, though. And yeah, they're actually doing some really annoying stuff here. I mean, they're probably, no matter what, if they breach the wall, they're just going to get pulled in and chase the turrets along the perimeter, right? Because every time they come through the wall, they should get shot at by the next turrets that don't, that still have ammo. So, I think I'm still pretty well situated here. We just need to... come up here. Need to grab some sniper turrets. Sniper turret Mark 1s, gun turrets. Apparently I never researched sniper turret Mark 2s. I can make up to regular gun turret Mark 3s. I think just more sniper turrets is going to be the way to go. And while I'm up here, I needed some walls to replace the lost walls. But really, though, the goal of this episode is not, damn it, to take care, to do biters. It's to do other things. Let's just get this sorted as quick as we can. Oh, you know what? I should, I don't know why I didn't realize this, but those turret chests should be upgraded. To requester chests. Or sorry, provider chests. Although, what is that really going to do? Like, the robots are going to bring out the turrets. They're going to replace the turrets, but the turrets still won't have any ammo. That's not exactly useful, is it? Anywhere that has been using ammo, we know that they have been poking about, so we'll just put down wherever I find guns that are out of ammo. That's, damn it, that's where we'll put in more guns. very tight fit. Pick up that turret that I dropped, wherever it was. A lot of sniper turrets now. But this whole area looks pretty safe for the most part. I love that mod that makes the car drive straight. It's so nice. I mean, I still crash into all kinds of stuff, but it's better than it used to be. Looks like a lot of this got cleaned out. These are regular electric mining drills. This Javolite deposit does have a fair bit of infinite ore. Let's redo this. I'd like to get all of the non-infinite stuff kind of consumed before we worry about building it out for the long term. But let's go with the these ones for now. Try to make it take as little effort as possible. To maintain. Amazingly, those drills actually cover the entire field. Later on, we're going to want to use probably the focused ones on these infinite patches, but for now, that'll just give us a trickle, keep power consumption low, enough to keep things running. Took care of the base. That was what called my attention south, and back to the polyethylene. So yeah, we're going to make blue metal catalyst elsewhere. For now, let's do these regular hookups. Let's get you guys ready to go. Pull out of power again? Is that what's going on? Yep. Need more plastics. So this is just the ethylene then. You know what mod spoiled me for building stuff appropriately? There's a mod called Handy Hands. Haven't had it for a long time, but ended up deleting it at one point because, unfortunately, it's kind of a performance hog. So that'll give you the ethylene gas, which you are not taking any in, even though it's what you need. That's kind of weird. Like, I know you need the blue metal catalyst to do it, but why aren't you taking in the ethylene? Alright, well, whatever. Let's go work on making these blue metal catalysts. We've got our blue metal catalysts require the rutile cobaltite. Rutile and cobaltite. Rutile. The only way we can make rutile right now is by doing crystallization of silver to silver and rutile from mineral sludge. Okay? And cobaltite. We can do crystallization to bauxite, cobalt, and zinc. All things that I need, again, from mineral sludge. And see, it looks like that, at least from my current research, that is the only way that we can get it. So it's time to go do some slurry stuff. We've got, at one point, we had a fair bit of sulfuric acid. And I know we have tons of slag. So it's time to do that. Let's do that. Apparently there's no iron, none iron, no steel. And there's none steel because Slag storage is full. Hey, it's yet another reason to make some slag storage processing, whatever words. It's basically shut down the whole factory. Oops. Do I have any spare logistics storage warehouses? Because those have much more storage room. Nope, used them all. I'll grab whatever steel there is, but I can make a few more. And the risk with using a logistic storage warehouse, I should put all this ammo and stuff in the car, is that I did make those into that, so they are doing that. There's just not enough robots. Sorry, let me finish my train of thought. The risk in making this into a logistic storage warehouse is that if the robots decide to store stuff here, because there's no other storage available, and I don't have filters on my loaders, then we might end up with wrong material going into a stream at some point. So I could just make them logistic storage warehouses, which makes them have a lot more storage space, 2,000 versus the storage capacity of these, which is only 800, which is the same as the current size. These guys have, yeah, storage size 800. So I gain a ton of storage by doing this. I'll just have to make sure that whenever I'm taking out of a logistic storage warehouse, I put my proper filters on there. So that gives us a ton more room. In fact, these things are so damn big, they like lag the game when you open them. So that should get this whole thing running again at some point. Yep, slag is draining rather rapidly. Okay, so we want to create our slurry so we can do these things. So let's make some mineral sludge. First things first, to make sludge. I know that it's done in one of these chemical things. I think it's just called a liquefier, and we've used them in the past to make some stuff. If I still had any steel, we could make all the way up to the liquefier Mark IIIs. Once we get titanium, we've got the liquefier Mark IVs. Another thing that I really want to spend some time working on is making some modules. I think it'll go a long way towards getting this factory producing again. We do have some iron production now, so there should be some steel in that chest. There's also some steel here. Let's go straight to the liquefier Mark III. 9-hole steel plate. Pretty impressive, right? Actually need iron. Looks like we're starting small. 2 liquefiers. And they went to where? Here he is. Where to do this processing? Any old place should work. We are going to liquefy slag. 5 slag slurry from 5 slag, 1 sulfuric acid. Just take the slag, turn it into slag slurry. Simple. Process done. We're going to need a pump. I could belt the slag all the way down to where sulfuric acid's made. This is going to be a drain on energy and robot consumption, bringing the sulfuric acid up here. Okay. Well, are we even in a logistic network right now? We are just outside of it. And by of course I mean the, because we're only going to make one, ideally. Batteries and steel would allow me to make more. Yep. So it's about expected. Okay, well, the good news is we have a game plan. We've got naphtha. Once we get this secondary plastic, or this higher tier of plastic production going, I do think that that will help a lot. Batteries go there, they get reserved there, I get all of those. Still need more steel to make this thing. It's a lot of steel. Robo Port Hatch Door Mark IIs. I mean, I would assume that that thing is somewhere on this list, right? Roboport Hatch Door Mark IIs. These. Just lots of steel. Okay, let me take a break here. Next episode, we will, hopefully, I don't know, get this slag slurry thing going and start making some bauxite, cobaltite and titanium in small amounts so that we can start to get the polyethylene gas going. And, I mean, it doesn't take much, I think, to actually... Because each one of the recipes to make this catalyst, it takes 1 rutile, 1 cobaltite to make 10 blue metal catalysts. 10 blue metal catalysts are used to make this. So I can do this recipe 10 times per one of each thing, giving me a lot of the polyethylene. And so 5 times 10, that's 50 polyethylene, and then the polyethylene into plastic. I can do 25 recipes of plastic, so I get 50 plastic bar per 1 rutile and per 1 cobaltite. So we're gonna get quite a bit of plastic pretty damn quick, I think. That's the hope anyway. All right, I'm gonna take a break here. I'll be back in the next episode, though. As always, thank you for watching. I'll see you soon.